JPM Chase Bank invests $1 billion in rental properties. Like literally, I was at my office and this was shocking. Okay, let's go, because I have to teach you about this. This is crazy. So here's a fun thing. I used to be a vice president at JPM Chase Bank. So I know about Chase Bank, okay? And I gotta tell you that this is incredible. Like I literally was doing something else for my business and I was like, I need to go live so I could teach you guys this, because it is so important that you learn all of what's going on and what this means. Because why would JPM Chase Bank, why would this Chase Bank, this big old bank, why would they want to invest $1 billion with a B in rental properties? Like, let's think about that for a second. Let me put my Tesla key down. Y'all know I'm always making money and doing my things, but I had to stop for a second because I was like, let me teach people this. This is breaking news, guys. So let's talk about it. I'm gonna spend like 15, 20 minutes here and I'm gonna teach you about this because this is an opportunity for you. Like when I saw this, I was excited. Like think about this. JPM Chase Bank, the biggest bank, big investor, makes billions of dollars per year. They want to invest $1 billion in rental properties throughout the United States. And let me tell you another really fun fact. The first area that they're targeting is Atlanta, Georgia. That's like one of the biggest metro Atlanta, like big metro areas that they're targeting. And as someone that used to, still has investments, in Atlanta, in the Atlanta area, but I invest all over the United States, and now I'm here in Orlando, Florida. I can tell you this is really big, and this means a lot for you as a regular consumer, because let's talk about this. First, why would Chase Bank want to invest $1 billion in rental properties, like single family rental properties? And why would they want to be your landlord? Why would this bank, who does mortgages, think about that. Chase Bank is one of the largest mortgage lenders in the country. Literally, that's the department I was a vice president in. And there's two parts to the mortgage division. Okay, so let me teach you this right quick. There's the part of the originations division, okay? That's the people that solicit you, me, for a mortgage. They're like, hey, do you want to buy a home? We got conventional loans, we got FHA loans. We have different types of loans for you to get a mortgage, okay? That's originations. And then after you get the mortgage, there's a department called servicing, all right? And that's the department where I was a vice president in. I was over about 200 people and we did mortgage servicing. So how well are people paying their mortgages? We had to take care of their taxes and their insurance, their escrow disbursements and things like that. But then also I would get to see how many people were defaulting on their mortgages. And it was crazy because I was able to literally see what was going on in the market kind of based on how many people were defaulting on their mortgage. But let's fast forward to now, okay? So I'm giving you the history about JP Morgan Chase. You get it. They're the biggest bank. It's like Bank of America, Chase Bank, and Wells Fargo Bank. Those are the three biggest banks in the United States. And of course, Citibank is another, major bank. So there's four large major banks. And JPM Morgan Chase is actually the largest. Bank of America and Chase kind of go back and forth. But long story short, they used to focus really heavily on mortgages. They wanted you to buy a home. They were trying to lend money to you so that you can buy a house. Now they've partnered with this company, okay, this builder who is going to build homes and not sell them to people and people get a mortgage. No, they're going to rent those homes. So they're going to build brand new houses. Chase Bank is going to invest $1 billion for them to do this, and then they are going to be your landlords. Okay, that is what they're doing because they're seeing that they can actually make more money holding that real estate than lending you money on it. Let me teach you something, because this is how Noelle got rich in real estate, and I'm going to teach you why you're going to be able to beat JPM Morgan Chase. And again, this is why y'all love me, So if you want to actually see me or talk to me, you can go to noelleschallenge.com, okay? I'm doing a 2-day event where I'm going to teach you. There's probably one, this might be the last one actually, because I have a bunch of stuff to film. But as I'm learning this, I always promise that when I became a multimillionaire, I promised I would teach people everything for free. So that's what I do here on YouTube, on TikTok. I just tell it to you like it is, absolutely free. Now, if you want to learn more, you can come to Noelle's Challenge. It's super cheap. It doesn't even cost you that much. And I can give you the documents and some of those other things if I have a little bit more time. But again, I'm going to teach you as much as I can right here, absolutely free. And you're going to be able to do something with this information. That's my promise to you. So let me keep going. So instead of Chase Bank saying they want to lend mortgages, they're saying, no, I'm going to lend to a company that will build the houses and then they can be the landlord. So you never actually own real estate. So this is actually really, really crazy, guys. Like, this is really crazy. Like think about that. Instead of them lending you money, so that you can get a mortgage and you can own real estate, they decided to take that away. They realized that the interest rates are kind of high, prices are going up in value, so people are not buying homes, they're wanting to rent. But guess what? You can't get rich renting. Let me tell you a big secret. Where you get rich in real estate is the property going up in value over time. Literally, I have a townhouse. I've showed this guys to you. I can post pictures, any of this. Like, this is all just like public knowledge. I have all of these like little townhouses, condos. You know, I'm not talking about mansions or even apartment buildings. I'm talking about just a townhouse, okay, in Orlando that I put on Airbnb, okay? Just let me give you this example. I bought these properties because I have like 3 of them that I'm selling right now. I just got an offer in on one of them. And I bought it for less than $200,000, like right under $200,000. And now it's worth about $400,000, okay? So in less than 2 years, I'm going to get a check for nearly $200,000. That's how you get rich in real estate. So then I get that $200,000 and I invest in more real estate. And to get that townhouse, that one townhouse that cost me $200,000, I only had to put down $10,000. So if you give me $200,000 and I only need $10,000 to get another rental property, the traditional way, I'm not even teaching y'all the savvy and creative ways that I kind of teach in Noelle's challenge. I'm just telling you a traditional way with a traditional mortgage, like through Chase Bank, you will put down 3%. You know what I mean? So think about some of these things, for example. $10,000, $200,000 2 years later. Who wouldn't make that bet? Who wouldn't invest in that? Okay, and let me take it a step further. While I had this property for 2 years, what's going on? I'm renting that property out. So every single month, whether I have a long-term tenant, somebody that's renting for 1 year or 2 years, which I don't even do, I do Airbnb, so on these properties, so I'm making $3,000 per month in profit on these properties, okay? For 2 years, that's what? So $3,000 per month, that's $36,000 per year, times 2, that's $72,000 per year in profit that I made, and then I sell it and make another $200,000, all from my initial $10,000 investment. And this is how you get rich in real estate. And this is why JP Chase is actually doing something crazy, like crazy. They're already super rich. Their investors are super rich. If you have stocks in JP Chase, statistically speaking, you've done very well. Like I said, I used to be an employee at Chase Bank, and I had Chase stock. They gave me stock, because I was a VP, and then you could buy more stock. So I already know that those people are making money, and now they're trying to make even more money and cut you and I kind of out of the process because most people are too afraid to invest in real estate. So the fortune favors the bold. Fortune, like money, that favors bold people. And JP Chase is bold. They're like, I'm going to take $1 billion and I'm about to make like 10 billion. That's basically what they're going to do, because not only are they going to make the rental income every single month from those tenants, then they're going to sell off those properties, just like I said. Every 2-3 years, you're going to sell those properties off and make 100, 200, 300,000. I mean, I've had a property, I had 2 years, okay? I paid it was 500,000 actually, but with my commission, I paid 455. I just got the appraisal. It's worth $920,000. Okay, so these are real numbers that I'm telling you, and real opportunities that you gotta start taking advantage of. Most of us was just left out of it because no one told us. Which is what I said. When I became a millionaire, I swore. When I was in my parents' basement, I said, when I get rich, I'm going to tell people how to do it. I'm going to tell people what I did. I don't care. I'm going to tell them how to do it. And this is what I've been on here doing for the past 2 years. And so it's been so fun. It's been amazing. If you want me to teach you like in a class, it's super cheap. Go to noelleschallenge.com. But let me keep going on this Chase thing for just a second, okay? Because like I said, they are going to make a bunch of money. They already know. They're smart. They have the best analysts and researchers. And, I have an MBA and I had another master's degree. You need all of those things to even work for them, okay? So they have like some of the smartest people. So that's why I still read what they do. I read the articles. I still see what they're investing in. And guess what? I just do similar things that they're doing. So you don't have to know everything to get rich. You don't have to be a college educated person, because that's probably not how you're going to get rich. Trust me on this one. I went to school, spent a bunch of money. That's not how you're going to get rich. I got rich calling people that were behind on their mortgage payment, getting them to sign a contract over to me, and then flipping that contract to an investor. That's what I did when I had bad credit, no money, no job. Then once I got myself back on my feet, I started fixing and flipping, making $65,000, $80,000 per flip. And then I got a bunch of rental properties. And now I'm free. I'm a multi-millionaire, et cetera, et cetera. And I don't say these things to brag to you. I'm saying, I was in my parents' basement. You probably watching me, you probably not living in your parents' basement, broke, bad credit, bankruptcy, kids. I was pregnant. I was a mess, okay? Like, let me be really honest with you. Y'all looking at me now like, yay, thank you. I see some of these comments. Y'all are so awesome. Thank you. I do. I try hard. I really do try hard, and I really do want you to know that I'm here for you. Because like I said, I started from my parents' basement when I was broke, and I did it. So I know you could do it too. And there's even more. That was in 2010. Now it's 2023, baby. There's even easier ways to do these things. We have websites and apps and all of these technologies that I could teach you and show you and give you discounts to, all of that. But you get it. Either way, you understand that you got to start now. It is time for you to get that business going, get you some rental properties, and get rich. This is your time. Not even rich so that you can, drive a yacht, be in a yacht or drive a Rolls Royce, but so you have your time freedom. Literally, I get to do what I want with my time, and I know that's what you want. You need time and money to create your freedom. So JP Chase is smart. They got money. They're investing in rental properties. So think about that. Shouldn't you be doing the exact same thing? If this company, this bank that we already know is buying rental properties, you already know that's what you should be buying, okay? And you can do this exact same thing in your city. And I'm going to teach you ways. I'm going to tell you a way right now. Because like I said, I'm going to teach you for free. You can come to my challenge and I'll give you the documents and, you can ask me questions and that type of thing. We can't really do that here. But listen, let me tell you, because I want you to have all of the information. You can start today and start getting rental properties. Right now, I read an article that there are like 80 million people that are past due on their mortgages. Literally, when I was in my parents' basement, I'm telling you, you only need 1 or 2 deals. It's not like you need 100 deals to get rich. You can get one deal and make $5,000. I would just do like 1 deal a month and get my $5,000. You can give properties to me. Literally, people send me properties every single day, and either I'm buying them or I'm giving them to investors, and those people that gave us those properties are getting paid. So there is so much opportunity, whether you want to have rental properties or even if you just want to find rental properties and give it to people like me that pay you for it. That's a money maker. Like I said, I was in my parents' basement. I started with wholesaling, which was finding people that were behind on their mortgage payments. Then I went to fixing and flipping. Then I got rental properties. So again, at any level, and now I do apartment buildings and short-term rentals. So just think, it just grows. And you can start wherever you are. You don't need a lot of money. You really just need to learn the information. You got to start investing in yourself so that you can have the knowledge, because that's where the money is. The knowledge is in, the money is in knowledge, knowing what to do. And you don't have to spend a lot of money. You don't need to go to college. You don't need a master's degree. You don't need MBAs. You don't need any lawyers. You don't need any of those things right now to start making money. In 2023, this is your year. This is our year. Like, before I leave off of YouTube and go to my TV show or my streaming, confidentiality, I can't tell y'all which one it is. But I have this big deal that I've been working on and we're working through and making content for. So I'm not going to be here. So I'm going to just share everything I can before I go. So if you are interested in coming to any of my classes, now is the time, because they're ending. So let me teach you this stuff. Let me give you the documents. Let me show you how, if you want, because I don't know which thing you want, but noelleschallenge.com is super inexpensive. We're almost sold out. We have sold out of the VP altogether. So it is time for you to learn this. 2023 is our year. JPM Chase is investing $1 billion in rental properties. How much are you going to invest? Type in the comment below. I want to see some comments. Let's talk about it for a second. Come on, y'all. Give me some comments. Just say yes if you're wanting a rental property. Yes, I want a rental property. And if you already have a rental property, type that. I already have a rental property and I want more. Let me see some of these comments, because I want to have a conversation about this. This is really, really good, and we can do this. Okay, so I'm seeing a comment right there. Yes, yes, yes. I'm seeing a lot of people say yes. Yes, okay, I have a rental property. Right, but it's time to get more. One rental property, I love you. That's a great way to start, but that's not a business, okay? I'm not rich because I have one rental property. If you get one rental property, you can easily sell that one and get 4 or 5 more and still have money in your pocket. That's what I do all the time. I can get $200,000. I may take $50,000 of it, get 5 more properties, and keep the other $150,000 to spend as I want to. That's what you do. Yes, yes, people are typing like crazy. Go to noelleschallenge.com and get these tickets. I want to teach you. I really do. And it's super cheap. It's now that I'm richer and I have more properties and I've gotten this big deal, I don't have to necessarily, I was charging $50,000 for my mentorship, and those people are super successful and happy, and I love it. But now I can even teach more people at a lower price and get even more people help before I move to the next thing, and teach y'all how to take my place. Do you realize you could, people want to see your rental properties. People want to see which property you bought, how you put it together. So that's money for you. Literally, YouTube paid me almost $300,000 last year for making these videos. So don't let me be too modest like I'm up here doing it for free, because it's free for you, and you don't ever have to buy any of my products or my services. I just want to make sure that I'm bringing you value, but know that I do make money with this. YouTube pays me. So I'm going to keep giving you this content for free. You enjoy it, you do it, and I want to see your success stories. I love all the yeses that I'm seeing. So, all right, guys, I got to get back to this thing. I will see y'all later. Talk to you later. Let's go.